Rudiger Schmidt.
Muchas gracias. Buenos días. Welcome. Good morning. I would like to talk to you today a bit about what we're doing in Bank Sabadell with regard to digital transformation. First, let's have a look what is really going on in the financial industry. And if you take a closer look, people and companies still need financial services to fulfill their goals, which is matching borrowers and lenders, which can be a deposit taker and somebody who needs a mortgage, which can be equity or bond issuing of companies, or new forms like crowdfunding, crowdlending, etc. But it's the millennials, but not just the millennials, who are better informed. They demand simplicity. We are changing from a sell market to a buy market. We are not longer pushing selling, but the client buys products. Less need of physical branches. Let me correct, it's less use of physical branches. If you ask people what are the main factors to decide for a bank, still, and that goes through all generations, proximity of branch is an important factor, even for millennials, even if they don't use it anymore. Everything for free, as I said before, commoditization. And experience is more important than property in these days. So people are looking for experience and not for property, which may cause huge shifts in credit, consumer credit, mortgages, etc. So what does it mean for us? The risk for the banks is that they become invisible. We don't have a risk of dematerialization because our products are by definition digital, except the passbook for your deposit, which you still may have. So it's not like the audio industry where the CD disappeared or video DVD disappeared or the digital photography. There's no dematerialization risk, but the risk of disintermediation by comparison sites, for example, or by aggregators who try to disintermediate the relationship with our clients. And this loss of direct client relationship by bank services in introducing new services into existing ecosystems and platforms like Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, Android Pay, whatsoever, also tries to disintermediate the banks. We still perform the payment, but we don't know any longer what was it for, because Apple keeps all the data of that payment. So it's not just about making money with it. Even more important is having the data and understanding the customer behavior. But we see all these changes rather an opportunity than a challenge. Bank Sabadell has a long transformation history. We were a decade and a half ago number 47 in Spain. We are now the number 4 bank of private banks in Spain. We are front runner in digital banking. We were the first ones offering an open API for startups. We had the first blockchain hackathon this year in the 4 Years for Now event with Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum. We are founding member of the first blockchain consortium cross-industry in Spain. And there is this beauty of legacy. So beauty of legacy in terms of scale, data, traffic, transactions, brand, and culture we bring with our bank. So let's have a look what we are doing in the digital transformation. Only 3 products and services this year. We launched True Siri banking. A lot of banks offer you Siri services, but the only thing they do with Siri is launch the app, and then you have to finish the transaction in the app. With our mobile wallet, you can do money transfers real time, just using Siri without using any app. And what is even more important, you can even request money from somebody else with that Siri launcher. Another interesting thing is digital shots, which is a complex event processing architecture we built based on our big data, where we are able to show relevant, easy, without friction, non-intrusive events, like in this one where somebody could have a credit line. With this intelligent selling, we achieved a 5% click-through ratio, which everybody who is in digital marketing knows it's a fantastic value. And we launched a big data product this year, which I would like to show you in a short video.
En el siglo XIX, el físico matemático Lord Kelvin dijo:
Lo que no se define no se puede medir. Lo que no se mide no se puede mejorar. Lo que no se mejora se degrada siempre.
En Banco Sabadell compartimos esta misma opinión. Por ello, ponemos a tu disposición la plataforma online Kelvin Retail, un servicio para el pequeño y mediano comercio con el que puedes obtener y analizar de forma muy simple y clara información de valor para tu negocio. Como conocer, por ejemplo, la edad de tus clientes, su sexo, de dónde vienen, si son nuevos o los de siempre. Hacer un seguimiento detallado de tus ventas por horas, días y meses. Saber la media de días que tarda un mismo cliente en volver a comprar. Conocer tu ticket medio de ventas. Y lo más importante de todo, poder compararlas con las de tu competencia más cercana. Así, con información actualizada, objetiva y fiable, puedes tomar decisiones que te ayuden a aumentar tus ventas, tu rentabilidad y conseguir todo lo que te propongas. Porque, como dijo Lord Kelvin,
si algo se puede medir, se puede mejorar.
So that's how Kelvin Retail looks like. Now the new version even supports e-commerce shops or hybrid shops, which have physical shops and e-commerce business, with this kind of personalizable dashboard. We already have around 2,500 shops using that service, where we are matching our data from the acquiring business, from POS terminals, and the card transaction from the issuing business. The next thing we have launched based on that is Kelvin Atlas, an open data initiative where everybody can do analysis on payment behaviors, in which sectors, what people are spending all over Spain, up to level of a town. And the next version will even go down to neighborhood. So please visit Kelvin Atlas, it's free. But is it really enough? And as I have 7 minutes left, you may imagine the answer, it's not enough. What we've seen so far is the digital transformation from within, where we improve our banking services, where we try to become more efficient, more user-friendly with our services, and expand our presence in existing value chains. But we also have an outside-in approach, and that is InnoCells, where we have founded a new company to explore new digital business model. This InnoCells connects to academic and startup scene. We look for disruptive and even cannibalizing ideas, in the financial sector and beyond. Build strategic options for the group. And of course, we want to make money with that. That is not a fancy R&D playground with 3D printers printing coins like I see in some innovation hubs of banks. This is about business. We want to create new businesses. So have a look what InnoCell is. It has two pillars. One is investments into fintechs together with other units of the bank, seed and early stage up to Series A round funding. But then the other pillar is the InnoCells in residence, where we give new digital ventures a place to fulfill their dreams. And it's more than an incubator, because we give funding, space, resources, and access to bank assets. We are active in Spain, UK, and Mexico with that service. It all starts with an entrepreneur and an idea. Entrepreneurs may come with or without idea, because we have a long backlog of ideas waiting to be implemented. A freelance contract for 6 months for this entrepreneur in InnoCells. We are looking for people from fintech and tech space. We provide the team, the funding, resources, networking, and of course access to the bank, and some capacities which are built within InnoCells as competence centers, like biometrics, IT delivery, UX experts, advanced analytics, blockchain. Plus, as I said, access to the IT resources of the bank, like our security department, for example. The methodology is different from others. We go through discover, define, design phase, where the entrepreneur has to build his team, build the business case, and then in the board of InnoCell, there is a decision whether this will be implemented, and then there are 6 months for deliver. We believe we are unique with that model, because we provide deep industry knowledge, access to experts in the bank, like economic research or experts in trade finance, in securities business, corporate assets like data, services, clients, the financial muscle of a large financial group, the competence centers, and independent company, so no corporate overhead. So it gives you more freedom and focus than a classical innovation hub within a bank, but on the other side, more content than an incubator or accelerator. So what happens when a cell has fulfilled and delivered after 6 months? So one possible result, it's a very good idea, but not standalone, but could be very good for to be integrated in the bank. So we move that InnoCell into the bank as a service. The entrepreneur and the team get a bonus and even the possibility to run that new business within the bank. The other alternative, it's a fantastic idea, but better outside the bank. We create an own company, so we do spin-off with a new business, equity share for the entrepreneur, and perhaps find more capital outside. And of course, there's always the other chance. The idea was not that good, so we look for the next idea. Now let's listen to Francisco, who is one of our entrepreneurs.
And I have founded several companies such as Motor.es, Agente Creativa.es, and Multidap.com, among others. I've seen a great opportunity in InnoCells because I believe they have the network, the muscle, and the money to make something big. I joined InnoCells 3 months ago as an entrepreneur in residence to start a new cell. The first challenge I faced was to discover a new business opportunity in the financial area. During this time, I applied the company's methodology to create a new cells, and I create a team really focused on it. InnoCells is a perfect ecosystem to start a new business from scratch to the launch into the market in a few months, super quick. I am developing a platform based new business which also fits Banco Sabadell digital strategy for the next 3 to 5 years. If you have in mind to create a new business or looking for the ideal team, apply at InnoCells.io and join us. See you here from.
Okay, so that is InnoCells. We will see other presentations on InnoCells. Our head of InnoCells, Julio, is around. If you want to know more about it, please contact us at the B Startup booth. And that brings me to the final slide, B Startup, which is another piece in the puzzle of our innovation and digital strategy. Founded in 2013, B Startup is present in most of relevant events like this one or 4 years from now. We have a batch of 10 companies every year in the B Startups 10 with 100,000 euro seed funding. We connect to Sabadell Venture Capital for further funding in more mature businesses. We have invested in total more than 10 million in companies with a total of 400 employees here in Spain. And B Startup wants to be the bank for startups, not only fintechs, for any startup, because any startup needs a bank as well. We have 50 specialized branches where specialized teams understand the needs and the structure of a balance sheet of a startup, which is very different from a classic business. We already have provided 130 million of lending to startup teams. If you want to know more, please visit our booth just in the entrance of this event. With this, thank you very much and enjoy the event.